really enjoy the outdoors, Summerlin and Red Rock is the place for you.
Good morning. We're starting our day off at Samba Latte here in Boca Park. This is a pretty cool coffee shop. Normally during the week, it's always super busy in here. And Leo actually wanted to shoot here today. And I thought it'd be super packed, but it's not. It's about 8 a.m. So, you know, if you guys are in the area, I think this is a cool coffee shop to come in and try out their drinks, their food. I went full holiday mode right now with like a pumpkin latte, pumpkin muffin. Leo went for a breakfast sandwich. What kind of coffee did you get, bro?
Hazelnut latte.
So we're just having a quick team meeting right now here at Boca Park. This is a cool area of Summerlin. I like to come check it out quite often because across the street you have Rampart Casino, and on the other side of the street you also have Tivoli Village, tons of shops. As you know, I pointed out before, my favorite store, Restoration Hardware, is in there. A lot of cool little restaurants. And just in this general area, it's pretty convenient. It's close to the 95, which is one of the, Summerlin Parkway, sorry, which is one of the major freeways here in town. So a lot of amenities in the area, especially if you're living around Summerlin. I think a lot of people come out and hang out in these types of shopping centers here. So we're gonna start our day here, have some breakfast, get our thoughts together for today, and keep hanging out with us. We're gonna take you through a few more places and hopefully give you more things to look at here in Summerlin. Even though there's so many great things about living in this part of town, one of the things that I personally don't care for so much is I feel it's kind of isolated. It's pretty far. So I personally like to spend a lot of time on the Strip. And like I've told you before in some of our other videos, you know, my daughter lives in California, so I go to the airport quite often. I just feel for a lot of things that I normally do, it's closer to the Strip for me. So I live in the southern part of town, but Summerlin is located in the northwest. And as we pointed out on maps and stuff before, you can actually see that, you know, there's only two highways that really kind of get you to the other side of town, which is the 215. Or you have to take Summerlin Parkway to the 15. And again, it could be the traffic, and you know, there's a lot of construction that's going on in Vegas right now. So add all those things up, you know, it could add an extra 15 to 20 minutes to your drive. And you know, that could be 45 minutes to maybe 45 minutes. Me personally, I hate driving for long periods of time. So if I can keep my drive to 30 minutes or less, that's usually what I'd like to do or prefer to do. But a lot of people love Summerlin in that same aspect. You know, it is a little cooler out here, temperature-wise, and it is away from the Strip. So if you have any sort of temptation, you're not going to have to be on the Strip every day, then you know this might be the place for you. But me personally, for what I like to do and where I like to spend my time, Summerlin is a little inconvenient for me, but you know, it is one of the biggest master plan communities that have been built in the country. Super popular, always one of the first names of towns that people always ask us about when they are relocating. It's always Summerlin. So obviously they've done a great job developing the community, building homes, and making a name for itself. But do your homework. You know, you may not want to be that far away like myself, or you might find that you like Henderson a little better too. So it's up to you. You got to decide for yourself. Well, today we're just up in our video game. Just mounted this GoPro to the front of my windshield. Leo is getting creative today. Right now we are headed to Red Rock. So If you like the outdoors, one of the benefits to living actually in Nevada, because there's a lot of hiking, trails, outdoor activities that you can get to, even like near Utah, Arizona, and they're all a couple hour drive away. But for the sake of this video, we're gonna head over to Red Rock, so that way any of you outdoor buffs can get a good idea of what it looks like. We just decided to hit up this scenic drive in Red Rock. This is the first time I've ever been up here, so we're gonna share this journey with you guys today. Let's check it out. We're at the first stop, Calico Basin. I gotta say, this is pretty amazing. This is pretty breathtaking to see all this nature. I'm not one to really get out and do these kind of things, but this is pretty sick. I'll definitely have to bring my daughter here to check this out one day. We're full-blown adventure mode right now. I don't know where we're going, just following this road. Leo and I are gonna figure this out today, so you guys are definitely gonna be the first to see whatever we get into. But at least we got some amazing views. On today's history lesson, we have the sandstone story. If you're like me and you didn't pay attention in high school, this is where you'd learn about the great land of great dunes. We're making a quick stop here at Willow Springs Trail. This is pretty cool because every spot along the way throughout this scenic route that we've been taking has these signs, and they all give you a trail that you can follow. It tells you how long it is, the elevation, and anything you need to be aware of. So this is pretty cool. You don't have to do any research to figure out where to go. Literally, you just park your car out here, make sure you got some water, and hit the trail. Now, if living in Summerlin is where you think you're gonna put some roots down, or this is the part of town you like to live in, but you do like to gamble, or you like to be around the casinos, the cool thing is you do have 3 local community casinos that you could always visit. You have Red Rock, which we're stopping by right now. You also have Rampart Casino, and you also have the Suncoast. So you've got 3 to choose from, all within probably a few miles of each other, located here in the northwest part of town. And like they say, health is wealth, so you gotta work out. Me personally, I probably work out at least 3 times a week. One of the cool gyms that it's probably more higher end, upscale type of facilities that are here in Summerlin is Lifetime Fitness. So if that's your cup of tea, we got one of these right here. It's actually right next to the Red Rock Casino on Charleston. If not, there's a handful of 24-hour fitnesses that are also located in Summerlin. And then you also got some Planet Fitness and some other, there's a lot of other random community gyms too, but I think generally speaking, a lot of people will either sign up for Lifetime or they're gonna be 24-hour fitness members. And of course, we're making a quick stop here at downtown Summerlin. If you don't know anything about the area, check out our YouTube channel. We've done a couple of videos talking about what's in downtown Summerlin, what it has to offer. I think it's one of the cool parts of Summerlin, great shopping center. You've got a Lululemon, if you're like me, one of my favorite stores. They got an Apple store. And I just bought a brand new bed from Casper. So if you're looking for a mattress and you don't want to get one of those from a regular mattress store, they've got actually a Casper store here that you can check out. So it's actually pretty cool. And of course, they also have some businesses, office space as well. There's a WeWork right next to the downtown Summerlin area. So a lot to offer, just depending on what you're looking for, but a staple in the neighborhood. Come check it out. I hope you guys are enjoying the tour so far. I think one of the things you can notice about Summerlin is that it's very clean. It's very lush. I think just the scenery itself, it's nice, right? You don't necessarily feel like you're in Vegas. I think there's enough greenery out here that you kind of forget that you're in the middle of a desert. So Summerlin, one of the most popular parts of town. I think from schooling, you know, the houses, you have shopping, you have some recreational things you can do. There really isn't too many bad things, I guess you could say, about Summerlin, and that's why it's one of the most popular and most desired places to live. But like any other place, you know, there are some downsides to it. Like I said, for me, it's more of the transportation, getting to and from places. I personally think it's far, you know, but if you're moving maybe from California, and 30-45 minute drive is nothing to you, because you're probably used to an hour, maybe even 2 hours worth of driving. So this might be a perfect place for you to live. Home prices are a little higher than the rest of this part of town. So again, that might be a downside to most people if you're not, maybe you can't qualify for something in the $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 range. So that might be a downside to you. But there's pros and cons anywhere you're gonna live. And I think there's definitely a lot more pros here in Summerlin than cons. I think in Vegas in general, you have so many people that are relocating here from all parts of the country, from the world. So I think sometimes the drivers out here suck. I think even car insurance is a little more pricey here in Las Vegas because of how many accidents that there are. So be cautious, be aware of that if you are moving here. And if you're not used to this type of driving, there's actually tons of roundabouts here in the Summerlin area. So depending on what part of the country you're coming from, you may not be used to that. I know in Hawaii, where I grew up, I can't remember having any roundabouts ever. So that was something new when I first moved here to Vegas. One of the most popular gas stations in town is actually called Terrible's, believe it or not. And one of the cool things in Vegas, if you haven't noticed it, is that a lot of the gas stations actually have slot machines or poker machines that you could actually gamble and play in. And even in grocery stores, they have the machines as well. So something cool and unique about Vegas, you can find a slot machine or some kind of poker machine almost anywhere that you go. Something that you might have to get used to out here. Tivoli Village has so much to offer. One of the coolest stores that I enjoy shopping at is Restoration Hardware, which is right behind me here. Amazing furniture, all kinds of accessories for your home, lighting, carpets, beds, you name it, they got it here. And the cool thing with Tivoli Village is that today's Friday, they're actually having a farmer's market from 3 to 8 o'clock. So if you're interested in fresh produce and supporting local businesses, that would be something you definitely would want to check out. And across the street at Boca Park, they even have an entire pumpkin patch that they just wrapped up for Halloween. Now they're going to start decorating the place for Christmas and start putting out Christmas trees. So if you live in the Summerlin area, this would definitely be one of the places you'd probably bring your kids to, come to hang out, have some fun, take a nice walk outside and enjoy the amazing weather here in Vegas. So that wraps up the video. I hope you guys had a great time checking out all the beautiful scenery at Red Rock. If you guys have never been there, I suggest checking it out. I had a blast. We took some great pictures, got some great video. And we also looked at a lot of other things just around Summerlin. So if we missed something and you have specific questions, drop that in the comments below, send us a message. We'd love to go and make a video specifically for you. If there's something that you really want to know more about Summerlin or Henderson or anywhere in Vegas for that matter. And as always, we appreciate the love. subscribe to the channel, hit us up in the comments, let us know what we can do to help you maybe learn more about Vegas, make this your new home. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one.